ASP, hold on a second. Just a second. Thank you for coming through. Okay. Shalom, shalom. How are you? Just had to do some last minute things. So I'm going to probably just be an hour. Um, it depends. Uh, then I'm going to go to. I don't know if it's on. My phone is charging, but Zero will be given is having game night, so I'm going to support him after this. So yeah, with housework and supporting channels, this is a busy Saturday. Home projects. But what you been up to, SP? Okay, the Sabbath, good. Yeah, yeah. I've been just doing housework, getting some things together, just helping. Just got off the phone with my daughter, so making sure everybody is okay and safe and not, you know, going out too soon or doing more than they have to. Yeah, I have one daughter. She lives about 45 minutes away. Not very far. So I haven't seen anybody since this thing started. Yeah, so she usually comes on, but um, I didn't remind her. She comes on and she's used, she's in the she's not in the chat, but she's listening because she puts it on her TV so the family could watch it. So they can see me, but I can't see them. No, drive. No, I don't have to get on a plane. On a plane, it would probably be 5 minutes, and it would take longer getting to from the airport closer to her house. I would be there already. So no, not by plane, by car. So she's not far at all. So that's my only daughter, and to me, daughters are easier. To me, in my opinion, daughters are much easier than sons. Um, so that's when the man comes into play. You know, men are very important, if not to be in the home, to be a effective co-parent. So, but that's another subject. Probably I was while I was doing my housework, I was listening to a lot of lives. Um, I think Nadia was starting one, Zero's having one. Um, like I said, while I did housework, I was listening to live. So a lot of people are are doing lives. I'm not sure. Um, I know Australia's time. Um, I'm not sure. I know. Okay, I know it's Sunday over there, but I'm not sure what time because when I go on his lives, it's like late here. Yeah, yeah. SP is like I didn't even know that. I gotta check and make sure I'm getting notifications. But the ones that I went down and I saw that notification, I just hopped on their lives and kind of listened to it while I did housework. Um, let's see who else have a live. I stayed. I fell asleep on the first one. I kind of took a break from the housework and I ended up falling asleep for a little bit. But last night, this one lady, gosh, what is her name? I think it's Shay. She was, I think it was her. She was talking about one of the YouTubers died yesterday. Um, so that was sad. She was a mukbanger. She had her own channel, and I'm not sure she had been sick, and I didn't know her very well, but I when I went on her channel, I saw that I was subscribed to her, and the last video I saw that she had was about 3 weeks ago. So my phone is charging now, or I would bring up her name. I can't remember her name right off that, but if I look at my history when I went on her channel, but she had been sick, and so she died yesterday, and it's always sad. And I must have been on some of her videos because I support a lot of people, but I can't keep track of everybody. And like I said, I must have watched a few of her videos because anybody that I'm subscribed to, I've watched something, at least a few. I try to back to back to back. So she doesn't, the lady that passed, she didn't look like she was, very old. So I don't know. That's true. No, it isn't. And nowadays you really can't go on that. But I was just saying, you know, it used to be, people get older and, they think about their mortality. And then, if somebody is like 80 or something and they pass, and you figure, it was an age thing, and you know, uh, but nowadays you can't tell anymore. Death is not an age thing at all. Um, that's true because mostly every day, you're hearing about somebody um, in their 20s, 30s, 40s. I mean, young people just having heart attacks, whatever the case may be. Can't tell anymore. But I'm just saying, I know, I know she was probably in her early 60s. Um, I don't know. Yeah, yeah. I know a woman who was 110. Yeah, and so if people, just living to 70, 80, 90, 100 is truly a blessing because you're not promised tomorrow. It's I don't know. I know it just seems like back in the day, it just seems this way. It may not be, but for me, it seemed like back in the day, people look like they were living longer, and I think they were eating better. I think they were taking care of themselves better. But nowadays, with all this stuff put in your food, all this fast food, and just um, you know everything that's happening, and the pollution and everything else, um, those years, the average lifespan just doesn't seem like is people just dying early. She lied about her age to me, talking about she was 76. Oh, you know who I'm talking about? The lady at the mug. She she knew best. Oh, the lady who you talking about? The lady that's 110. She lied about her age to me, talking about she was 76. How did you know her real age then? Did she? She was probably joking. And then, it doesn't matter sometimes how old you are or how young you are. To a lot of women, we just don't do that. And a lot of women don't care. They'll tell you in a heartbeat how old they are. But then, um, you know, to me, some things I volunteer so much in my life. I'm just really so transparent that I volunteer so much information. And what I don't volunteer is like, okay, if I want to tell people something, I tell them. If I don't tell you, that means I don't want you to know. So that's how I am. But a lot of people, I asked about her ID. Yeah, she probably figured, I don't want to say because what difference does it make? But that's a blessing. 110. Is she still able to get around and you know do what she wants to do, or is she is she confined to a wheelchair, or she just or is she spunky, because at 110, hey, you paid your dues. Okay. Yeah, at 110, she paid her dues. So whatever age, if she said she was 35, it's okay, all right. She paid her dues so she can be whatever. She dumped you. No. uh, what'd you do? She dumped you when you found out her age. You were trying to talk to her, SP. You were trying to take her out. No, you telling me a tale. Oh wow, that's funny. But you don't date, do you, SP? Because I don't really feel like I want to date. You know what I mean? It's like to me, I just I'm at a stage where I just want to concentrate on me and my children and what I got going on. We went on 3 days. Shut up, Esther. You pulling my leg, my arm, and oh my gosh. And if you telling the truth, you probably was, doing something out of the kindness of your heart, taking her someplace just to be a nice guy. You know what I'm saying? I would believe that. I wouldn't believe that you was dating somebody that would be that age for a romantic thing. Now, people have fetishes. I've seen programs on TV where some young guys, 20s and 30s, even in their 40s, like, older women, but um, I don't know why I don't see you as doing that. I don't know you that well, SP, but I just don't see you doing that unless it was out of the kindness of your heart to get her out of the house because you liked her as a person. She opened my door and put a coat over my shoulder when I was cold. She treated me like a king. Oh, I imagine, she probably thought of you as a grandson. Or was she kind of sweet on you, as they used to say? Was she kind of sweet on you, SP? Because I think you probably reminded her of family and vice versa. Because I've known some, sweet older people, and it becomes difficult because y- if you are nice to them in certain aspects, the men start thinking you liking them. So no, I'm just being nice. I'm just being nice. So I have to be careful being nice to men, whether they're younger or older. And I'm nice to everybody. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying, um, some men take it where, oh, she like me, and all I'm being is nice to them. You know, I mean, I talk to people all the time. Um, Even with this thing going on, you was attracted to her spirituality. Oh, she probably has some stories to tell. She probably has some stories to tell on a spiritual level, and on a many levels. We were official for 2 months. Quit it, SP. This is not story time. You know that's not. But she probably was nice. If this is a real person and you not pulling my leg, um, I can see having conversations really intense and interesting conversations with someone much older because, you know, a person that old, but she lied about her age. Well, even okay, even with her being, I scroll up to your message, even with her saying she was in her mid 70s. Uh, and I thought I heard you say at one point, and I think it was either on somebody else's live. I don't know where I heard you, but I thought I heard you say you were 35. So a 40-year difference. What you talking about? I was hurt. It took me a while to get over. To get over. It took me a while to get over her. SP. So are you the kind of person that, I mean, do you just prefer people in their 70s and not your own age? Um, I just don't see that being, I can see that being a good thing if you're friends and, but I just can't see how there would be the spirituality. I think would be, you could be on level ground, but other aspects of your life is like, okay, I still look at her number in my phone or call her. You would be good at storytelling, really, really. Make a video about it. I bet you would get or have you spoken about it before? Is this the first time you're speaking about it? I just don't think that, uh, uh, even a relationship like that, even if it wasn't platonic, I don't, in my opinion, and there's always exceptions to the rule, I don't think that's a healthy thing for either party because um, I just can't see. I can't see it being on a level playing ground. I just can't see that. I've gotten asked out by a younger woman, but I think she was kind of prolific for me. Um, yeah, I can see that. I can see. Well, it depends on how much younger, you know. Well, I would imagine if you're not married and loving the Lord, I would imagine. And for me, dating would be a distraction for me. Not for people, not, just because you're married, so not married. Some people still like to date and whatever. Before all this happened, we as a group, we would go to certain places, have good times. A bunch of us, men and women, it was fun. And it was just a few of the people, they were dating each other, but it was a few of us single people too. But this stage of my life, SP, I don't need any distractions. I don't need any distractions from hey DJ, how are you? I hope you're well and being safe. Yeah, I just don't think you know, it's just a distraction for me. I don't I don't date how to be I don't date how to be fun anymore. I think there's a typo, a grammar typo in there. You don't date now to be fun anymore. But I don't know. It could be if I wanted to, but like I said, for me, dating is uh, a man coming into my life would be a distraction. And it's not like I have children, so it's not like I've never been married, and I even was engaged a couple of times, um, very close to marrying again. Sometimes when you get engaged and that person think that, okay, I got him now, and then they show their true selves. Would you say I don't know how to be fun anymore? A good, you know what? As people, good stimulate. Okay, say that you took somebody out and say that on a spiritual level, you're like on the same page. That's a good start. And you can have those deep conversations, and that's a good start, a very good start. Because even people they're in the same age bracket, um, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're a good match. But if you're if you're 30 years older than someone or 40, it's like, nah, nah. I like traveling, but take all my luggage with me. Okay. um, I just I just see it as a distraction. And to me, being single, because everybody can't do it. Every man can't do it, and certainly every woman can't do it. Being single to me is a gift. God has to put that in your heart and in your mind. And I had asked him to put that in my heart and my mind because I just didn't want to be bothered anymore. Women ask me out. I stopped asking women years ago after my divorce. I think more guys out of my race ask me more than the brothers. Um, and usually, they're older, but like I said, I've been given the gift of being single, and that's the thing about it. A lot of people, both male and female, think that they have to be with someone, and you don't. But if you don't have that gift, if it's not in your heart to do, it's going to be very difficult. If it's something that you're single, but not voluntarily. If you're single and that's not in your heart to be, you just haven't found anybody that you're attracted to, you know, then that could be very difficult. But if you have that gift of being single, then it's not hard at all. I have so many fulfilling things in my life. And to be honest with you, I love to travel and I want to get back to it. I hope that's not a thing in the past that, I hope that it's going to be. come a time and not too far off in the future that travel going to be open and we can feel comfortable about it, because I love to travel, and I don't mind at all if my sisters or brothers or what, family members, cousins, friends can't come. I have no qualms about getting on a train, and I usually or a ship, and last thing I would get on is a plane. But if there's something places I would like to go, then I will hop on a plane. I love a house to myself. I do. I really do. And even if I got to the point where I was okay, I changed my mind, which I'm not going to. I changed my mind and I'll get married again. I still would. Now, people have laughed at me for saying this. A bunch of friends, we get together and talk. And I have told them, okay, I want the guy to have his house, and I have my house, and then we'll have two houses. But the guys would say, no, no way. No way I'm gonna be with someone for a length of time and then she stay in her house and I stay in mine. So why not? Why not? Why the other person got to sell a house or rent it out? Something that they probably worked hard to get, you know. Why, enjoy your house. And then you can enjoy my house, but I just think differently. I'm just not into the category with a lot of women that they need somebody at all times. I'm just not into that. I think I am a stamp enthusiast when it comes to my passport. I can't even find my passport. I don't know whether I accidentally threw it away or what the deal is. So I'm gonna have to get another passport if I want to, travel overseas, because even if you go to the Mexican Riviera, if you go by ship, at this point it might change, and they recommend you have a passport. But at this point, you don't need a. I don't need a passport, so um, I'm gonna get one. I want to have one anyway, just in case. But I can't. I have no idea where my passport is. And see, my passport, like I said, I had to get some places I've gone, I've had to get my visa, special visa. Like when you go to Tanzania, I went there, and London. Well, I went to Kenya, and I want to travel some more. And but when things open up, I'm not thinking about going to those places just yet. I want to visit Ghana and Nigeria. I want to go to South Africa only because uh, I heard that they have a very good package where you can go on a safari type deal. I would like to do that. So, but I just want to have one on hand. Get another one, because you never know when something might come up where you get a special package or a special deal, especially after this pandemic thing is lifted. Who knows what kind of packages might they may have that I feel comfortable enough to do that. Girl, you need a new one pronto. Yeah, I do. I do. But right now, it just haven't been a priority. The way things are. Uh, but yeah, and I was the post office near me. I can get it through them, and they've had some. Well, you fill it out, and we're gonna process it. We'll take the photo and everything, and the process was going to be um, quicker than normal, and they was just having it. Usually, they have it on the Saturdays. So I was gonna wait. They should be coming up with one in the next, I would say, well, I don't know because of what's going on, but I figured when they do that, where they can get all that paperwork in and not, you know, have it take months, but it's a quicker processing. So I'll get it. I'll get it because even going on cruises, there's some places that I would like to go that I need my passport. So I do. I need it, but I'm not in a hurry. Well, I'm not really in a hurry because I don't trust even going to the post office to take care of that. I did have to. I do have to run up there and check my PO box. But that's something that I don't have to stand in line. I don't have to be around people. The way it's situated in the post office, I can go there and at a certain time, and I don't have to worry about social distancing, which I do anyway. But I don't have to really worry about that because the part where they sell the stamps and do the packages and stuff like that, that's the part that I don't want to deal with. And so the passport, you have to go through that part of the post office to get your passport done. So I'm not really ready for that yet to be that close to people. So what's your next destination when things lift, when you feel comfortable? What would be your next destination or where you want to go?
Yeah, see, hey Elsa, welcome. How you doing, Elsa fan? Thing like that. So I was like, damn, be some drama there. Welcome to just knowing their names, and then the other.
U.S. Take you going to the U.S. I'm sorry, I had to look at something. U.S. Take my sons to their moms. What part of USSP? You say you're going to take your sons to their moms in the U.S. What part of U.S. will you be coming to? Oh, Georgia. My sister moved to Georgia about 4 or 5 years ago. About 4 years ago. Not too far from Atlanta, maybe about 30 miles from Atlanta. So I've not visited her yet. She's come out this way since she's moved, of course, but I haven't. I've not been to Georgia yet. She wants me to move down there, or she did. Um, but she knows now that there's some places I would move besides California because actually I'm sick of California. Uh, but I don't know if it would be one of the places would be Georgia. I would have to visit, but nah. At this point, nah. I was going through my phone and just looking at the lives. And for the last, I don't know, because I took 3 days off, like last Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, and I came back Wednesday, and it's like, do I have to build up my lives again? Because, but looking at the lives, that's going on right now, people having four people or one person. Well, I got you here, but it's like, okay. And, through the notifications, maybe your notifications are different, but through my notifications, like, what's up? You know, um, but you know what? It is what it is. It's like you can't depend. You just have to do what you do, and you really can't depend. Yeah, and thank you, but I'm just saying these lives that I just went through my notifications, and how many people they got, and where is everybody? But yeah, so some people, I wonder if they're going out. Drive-in theaters are coming back popular in my part of town. And and people just staying in their car watching a movie, and that's probably something I would do before I go into a walk-in theater. I might do that for a while before I feel comfortable about going into a theater and when they open. I just want to see what happens before I take that step. But yeah, I was just wondering. Um, Seems like when you take a few days off, it's like, okay, what, out of sight, out of mind. But what I did is I shared my own self out, but a lot of people are having that they live, so it's whatever, whatever. Still counts. But I didn't. I went back and I had to scroll down a little bit before I saw that you had a live. So it's like, okay, with being on, with doing housework and just listening, I didn't see your notification, but I do see that it was there. So I'll catch the next one. But yeah, I don't even know. I was in it was a lot of fun. I was in Ozzy's live last night because he had a game. It was game night, and it was, you listen to the song. Okay, you'll be on tomorrow. Okay, because I won't be, so that's good. Uh, he had a fun game. You listen to the song, and it was and you tell what TV series that it belonged to, and it was the TV series that was in the 70s, like Starsky and Hutch and the Jeffersons and Ma, just a lot of that. So you had to depend on the music, and Fresh Prince of Bel Air. They had that. I thought that was. I don't think that was the 70s. That wasn't the 70s. So I think he just threw that one in there. But it was just fun to see if you could recognize the TV series. Um, I wasn't aware that Australia got a lot of, um, they knew about a lot of the TV series that we have over here. And in fact, Ozzy had told me that he said Australia is very Americanized. So we don't get, not that I know of, we don't get, unless it's PBS or something like that, we don't get a lot of shows from Australia unless it's on PBS, the public broadcasting station. Um, and then I was kind of looking up some information about Canada. It was online. It was just some, the 10 safest countries, and um, it was just a lot of information. What's the most dangerous country to go to? And I was just kind of interested in those kind of things. Hold on, SP.
Here we go. Here we go. Jennifer Jones.
Okay. So, have you eaten dinner? And if so, what did you cook? I have no idea what I'm gonna cook today. Tomorrow, I'm going to make a video for my other channel, and I'm going to, because I cooked Cornish hen for this channel, but I want to make a Cornish hen with that sweet red chili and peach glaze. I mixed the two, and it's so good, so good. And I uh, I think I want to make that for the other channel. And through I think through StreamYard, I can do a live on my other channel. Do you know how that works, SP? I Yeah, I'm not sure. I've never done that, but I get more. I think if I did a live on that channel, because my subscriptions to my other channel, I get I'm growing faster on that channel than this channel. I mean, uh, yeah, if I did a live, I think that would a live cooking show. I'm gonna do that. Maybe on this channel too. I'll do a live cooking show and see how that turns out. Oh no. I'm trying to figure out this new editing program that I got, DaVinci Resolve. So I made a cooking video just for a little, maybe about 10 minutes and maybe 15 just to use that to learn the program. And with me, I can watch the tutorials, I can watch the how to's, but I have to just hands on. I have to do it hands on. So, Anyway, SP, I am going to, I've been on for an hour, so I figure I'd do an hour only unless, more and more people came. So I might be back later on to see, after certain people finishes up their lives. But, I don't know. I don't know. It just seems kind of slow for the last week. I'm going to continue to do it because even if one person show up, or even if I talk to myself, I'm going to do what I set out to do and let God take care of the rest. So it doesn't matter. I'm going to come on every day at 4, every day but Sunday. And I appreciate you coming in, SP. Uh, and I think in some people are not here because it's Sunday, and I still think it's kind of, I don't know whether to say late or early morning. I'm not really sure. I got to check and see what the time is. And then Pam's from New Zealand, and I heard New Zealand. How do you pronounce that? Um, that's one of the safest countries according to what I was reading. So I saw pictures. I said, "Oh, that is beautiful." But that's one of the safest countries in the world, according to the article I was reading. And I think they said one of the dangerous ones is, if I'm not mistaken, is Singapore, Mexico, Tijuana, uh, Singapore. But anyway, it was just interesting. So maybe that'll be a subject the next one. So I will see you later. Thanks as always is coming in. I appreciate your support, and I will see you next time. I'll look out for your live tomorrow. Okay.